This is John Loughran Viewed Your Profile. This episode's guest is National Account Manager at PMI, Gina Bennicasa. Welcome to John Loughran Viewed Your Profile, traditional style from my home office. Hope you all enjoyed the live episode with Yvette McFarlane. It was a lot of fun. It makes me think that I should drink during all these stupid things. So it's December now. The year is flying by, it's the holiday season, and closing up the year crunch time. If anyone recognized it, the song in the opening was The Waiting by Tom Petty. It's damn true. The waiting is the hardest part. I'm not a singer for obvious reasons. But waiting for answers, waiting for contracts, it's all types of stressful and fun. But December's awesome, especially for someone who celebrates just about everything. We had Hanukkah already, and Christmas was right around the corner. Got our elf on the shelf and Mensch on the bench hanging out in my office today. My kids are loving every second of the season, and it's fun to watch them open stuff and put shit together. I want to take a second to send some love to a good friend who did a very brave thing recently. A lot of you probably know and love a guy named John Nelson. He's the president of one of my company's sister business units, a thing called ScriptLift. John recently penned an article on his struggles with mental health, which took a lot of courage and has been extremely well received. Just wanted to send him some more love and acknowledge that he's not alone at all, and that this is a very important topic and one that should be taken seriously. I wish him and everyone that is struggling with this or anything the best of luck, and want them to know that I'm here for support in any way possible. So I'm excited to talk to my guest for this episode for a lot of reasons. We have a lot in common. She too celebrates everything, is probably going nuts waiting for answers this time of year too, and we share a very close common friend. She's also a member of the Nexus Awards Committee and universally beloved, just like me. She is Gina Bennicasa, National Account Manager at PMI. Welcome, Gina.
Thanks, John. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I guess we're already midway through holidays, right? How was you celebrate everything? How was your Hanukkah?
Everything. Hanukkah was so early. It felt like, right after Thanksgiving. Yep. But I put a Christmas tree up. I put a menorah up. We do it all at my house. So it's fun. It's fun to have it all.
Yeah, you call yourself, you say you're a pizza bagel, right?
Yes. I have a Italian Catholic father and a German Jewish mother. So right. I do call myself a pizza bagel.
You're like my kids. They're more potato pizza bagels because they're Irish and Italian and Jewish. And,
Yep.
But we celebrate everything. So what do you have anything coming up for Christmas? Do you guys do anything big?
I get together with family. We have dinner. I'm usually the cook these days. So that's fun. I love to do that. And we just reconnect with family, which is so nice. Life is so busy. It's nice to just have a day to just be. So
yep,
it's good.
Absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to it. So are you taking off any time at the end of the year, or is it business as usual?
No, I'm actually taking a trip to Mexico at the end, right after Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Right. I forgot the big Mexico trip. That's great.
Yeah, my annual trip, but I haven't, obviously, like everybody else, have not traveled in pretty much 2 years. So I'm really excited to go this year.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm very jealous. We're planning little day trips here and there. We're going to do some snow tubing and
fun.
Some stuff like that. But Mexico sounds a little better.
Yeah.
So I know it's an exciting time of the year with the holidays and stuff, but I know for you and I, it's also a crazy, stressful time of year. Yeah, I think you're probably in the same boat as me. Are you kind of waiting for answers, waiting for contracts?
I've been waiting, and all of a sudden, this past week, everything hit at once. So it's been a crazy week, but it's been great. So I'm very happy.
Well, you probably you're closing up January stuff, right? Is that
January? Yeah.
I'm out of the print game for 4 years now, so I'm a little rusty, but yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess this time of year is getting everything for January in place.
Correct. So it's people are just not prepared just yet, but that's typical of January.
Yeah. January's. I remember in my print days. I used to work for this real ball buster. I'll tell you. We'll talk about that more later. But he.
Oh, him.
Him. Yeah. But yeah, January was always excuse month. It's like, people don't have their stuff in. Yeah, January we'll patch it together, and then the February issues will be great.
Right. And that's exactly what we're saying,
Yeah.
because it seems like it's true. So
Yep.
it's funny.
So I saw you not too long ago in person at the AMM happy hour. How awesome was that to actually be in person?
I loved every second of it. It was so much fun to see everybody and just get together and just chat. It felt like we were back in normal world. So it was great. And that place that we went to was beautiful.
Yeah.
On the rooftop down in Manhattan. It was super to see everybody and connect.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm the master of segues. So speaking of live events, you are one of the co-chairs of the 2022 Nexus Award, right?
Yes.
And yourself a former winner, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I 2009 I won, so it seems like a lifetime ago.
Wow. Wow, that was 2009. Oh my God, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Jeez. Oh my God.
And that was such an exciting award to win. But yes, in June 14th, which is a Tuesday, we're doing the AMM Nexus event at the Liberty House in Jersey City. So I'm really excited for that because the venue is just beautiful. It's you have the great views of downtown Manhattan. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really great. It's our first event with it, the industry since this pandemic has started. So I think it's going to be wonderful.
Fingers crossed and prayers that we actually get to pull it off. I'm on the committee with you. So you're the boss. Whatever you need me to do, just let me know. But I'm praying that everything goes smoothly and we get an in-person event this year, because that would be a ton of fun. Yeah,
big time. I think we all need it as an industry. I think we need it.
Yeah. Is there anything while we've got our huge viewership here that people should know about the voting? I know we were talking the other day on a call. When's voting going to start? Are we that's
I think it's in March or April. I'm not sure if that's very clear yet. It's March or April, and we just need people to vote and take 10-15 minutes out of your day and just vote. So that would be helpful.
It's exciting. And if you're voting, it's spelled Loughran, or nominating. All right, so let's talk about you a little bit. You went to the prestigious University of Harvard, right?
What's funny is you're saying that is we had it was University of Hartford, and everybody thought it sounded like Harvard, and we had a T-shirt that was top 10 reasons to go to University of Hartford, and the number one was it sounds a lot like Harvard.
Yeah.
So it always, you hit the nail on the head with that. So,
do you ever let people believe that you went to Harvard?
One time, yes.
Nice.
Yes. And it went very well.
Well, how was the University of Hartford? Was it a cool school?
It was wonderful. I met such great people that I'm friends with today when I went there, and it was close enough to my parents on Long Island, 2.5 hours away. So it was close enough, but yet far enough. So it was really a great 4-year experience. I wish 4 years of college like I had with every kid coming out of high school. It was great. I have the bestest friends from that school.
That's awesome. Do you ever get to go back and visit, or, I mean, not recently, but?
We did. We just had a reunion a few years ago, and all my girlfriends flew in, and we all met in Hartford, and it was wonderful. It was really such a great reunion. So
that's awesome. Yeah. I have a big, what year is it? It's 2021. So 2022, I have a big reunion coming up in 2022 from college, and I'm hoping that we have something. It's usually in like May or June, but I'm excited, and hopefully hopefully that goes off without any hitches. So I'm excited to get back and see all my college buddies as well.
It's so fun. A lot of my college friends are all over the country, so I go on trade shows when we were traveling, and I was able to meet up with friends in Chicago and San Diego and Florida and Texas. I mean, they're all over the place. So it's been so nice having that. So.
Yeah, that's something I miss that. I don't really travel as much to conferences as I did in my print days. But it was neat to be able to meet up with people. I have a buddy who lives in Seattle, and one year the APHA meeting was in Seattle. So he came and met with us. We went out, he showed me the town, and that is one of the cool perks of traveling.
Absolutely. Yeah. You add a day on to your trip to see your friends and then fly home. So yeah, I've always done that, which is just fun.
So fun. Absolutely. So I kind of teased it earlier, but we have a very close mutual friend named Frank. Can you tell the people who Frank is?
I call him Dad, but yeah, he's my father, and he was in the industry ever since I was a little kid. He was a drug rep for Ciba Geigy Pharmaceuticals, and then that led him into our industry, into being a publisher, and he's always in the pharmacy specialty.
Yep. So. Yeah, he was the guy I was alluding to earlier who would bust my chops, but now he was great to work with, and we had so much fun and a lot of success, and he's a great friend still today, and I love getting texts from him and catching up. I know he's probably, are he and your mom in Florida right now?
They're in Mexico right now.
Oh.
After Christmas, they go to Florida.
Oh, yeah, he's got a tough gig, goes from Mexico to Florida. Very cool.
He deserves it. That guy has worked so hard his whole life, so he deserves to rest and relax.
So you sound, are you close with your family? Do you live anywhere? Do you live anywhere near them?
I'm a walking distance around the corner from them. Yes,
You guys are like the Everybody Loves Raymond family.
Well, not next door, but we are around the corner. But yeah. So,
very cool.
It's I was in Manhattan for many years, and then I just moved out after I got married to Long Island, and right around the corner from my parents, which makes life easier.
Very cool.
Each other, get together, and so.
That's awesome. My in-laws just moved about 10 minutes from us after waiting for a year, looking for years for a place, and so now we have them really close by, and it's good and bad. It's more good than bad. They're extremely helpful, and they love seeing the kids and seeing us.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, now they're in like pop-in distance where they could, hey, I'm just gonna pop by. Okay, all right.
So it's good for the kids to see their grandparents.
Yep, Ima and Pop is what they call them.
Ima, that's cute.
Yep.
So cute. Good.
So I think I know the answer to this, but how did you get started in the industry?
So because of my father's influence, he did know some people, and I started working at Harrison, Star, Wiener, and Beitler. And I was a traffic coordinator who then became an office manager, and that led into like business operations, human resources. And I left there to go to a med ed company, and I was also like business operations, human resource person. And my friend Janine worked at Lyons Levy Nichols Swift, and it was her birthday, and I went over there to wish her happy birthday, and I ran into Maureen Reichert, who I know very well through my parents. And I sat with Maureen. I'm like, I'd love to get into sales. So she sent my resume to Frank Cox and Kathleen Harrison at Pharmaceutical Media.
Oh, wow.
I had an interview, and the next thing I knew, I was starting working for them days after my interview. So they got me into the whole sales arena, and I loved every second of it. And when you love your job, you never have to go to work. So that's how I felt. So that was wonderful. And I left PMI for a few years, but now I'm back at PMI and I'm again very happy.
Awesome.
So
I think I read a story somewhere that that you were being like a beach bum during the summer, and didn't Frank kind of light a fire under you to?
that is so funny you remember that. So I was out in the Hamptons. I had a house in the Hamptons, a share house with all my girlfriends. And yep, he called me up. He's like, "Are you ever going to get a job?" And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe September, and this was July." And he's like, "I suggest you come home now and do your resume. I'll meet you at my office on Friday." I was like, "Well, there's this big party Thursday night." He goes, "I'll see you at my office on Friday." So I went to the office Friday. One of his coworkers helped me with my resume, got sent to Harrison, Star, Wiener, Beitler, and the rest was history. And then I've been very, very lucky because that interview was on, I think, a Monday, and I started on a Wednesday.
Wow.
So I've been very blessed with quick turnarounds. So, but that introduced me to the industry. I worked with Paulette McCarran for many years at Harrison, Star, Wiener, Beitler. So I got to know her, yeah, and Mary Scoyles. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
that's awesome. Wow, that's really cool. That's
yeah. Anne Connolly, yeah, I worked with all these ladies at HSWB. So
very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
So your dad was a powerhouse in the industry. Did you learn anything from him that helped you with your sales career?
He was always with relationships, and just know what you're selling, be honest, be upfront with everything, and just have fun. This industry has such amazing people, so we just to work with all these amazing people, we're blessed. So
yeah, he taught me a lot about wine and scotch. But the problem was every time we were having these lessons, I was drinking wine and scotch. So I would usually forget what he told me, and then the next time we'd have to start over again.
Yeah, sounds like him.
Yeah, but he's great. What do you think he's most proud of you for?
Paying my own bills. I'm just kidding. I'm an only child, so I think that have a career. And I am happy in my career, and that's it.
Also, Nexus Award winner. I think he's pretty proud of that.
Well, I was excited about that because I followed in his footsteps. He's also a Nexus Award winner. I don't know if it was called that back then, but yeah, he won some awards, and it was I felt proud that I won what he won. So
yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I know, he talks about you a little bit. So,
with the yard long pictures.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely a proud papa. So you're doing great, and you got a great family, and I love everybody.
Thank you. I think so too.
Yeah. So back to, so you mentioned you were at PMI, then you went somewhere else. Now you're back.
Yes.
What are you working on?
For 2022, I am working on ASH Clinical News, and then I have other projects happening as well. And I was just at the American Society of Hematology convention in Atlanta over the weekend, which was really crazy to me that I even went, because I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So it was a meeting. They had 14,000 attendees, which I thought was huge. But everybody was very careful. Everybody was in a mask. And I don't know, it was great. It was great to get back into the mix with people and, have life move forward. So.
Yeah. I guess that was kind of odd going at the different booths and stuff. Everybody's wearing masks. I mean, was that hard to kind of talk and go up and do what you normally do?
Yes, felt very weird to navigate that meeting because of the whole mask. Because I don't know, your face is covered, and your expressions are covered. So yeah,
Yep.
it was definitely a bit odd, but it was great. It was great to reconnect with my colleagues who I haven't seen and our publishers. So it was nice to see and be seen. So
Yeah, that's great. That's
yeah,
great. That's hopefully this becomes the norm again. You know,
I
everybody
hope
gets
so.
back to live events and
Yeah.
sans masks and all that stuff.
Mm.
So I, you know, in preparing for this, I kind of did a little, obviously I stalked the LinkedIn profile, but I also, we've got good friends at the Healthcare Marketers Exchange. So I always try to let's see if my guest did any writing for them. And you've done a ton. One of the notable articles that I found and reread was from March of 2012. You wrote an article wishing your grandmother a happy 100th birthday.
Yeah.
And that is coming up on almost 10 years ago now. How long did she end up living?
She's still living. She'll celebrate her 110th birthday on January 13th, 2022. Wow. So just a few weeks, I don't even know people that age except for my grandmother. So yeah, she's had quite a life.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
She's a Holocaust survivor.
Wow.
And she's an amazing person. She owned a knitting store in Forest Hills for my whole growing up life. And she's made me beautiful sweaters throughout my life. And she's always very, very positive. She was always very positive and happy. And she always says you can't sweat the small stuff. And you have 2 ears, let it go in one and out the other. So I always thought that was funny. And chocolate, she said the reason for her longevity is because she loves dark chocolate and she always eats dark chocolate.
I hear that's good for you. Good for you. My oldest daughter just turned 10 not too long ago. And obviously I'm, you know, close with your dad. Yeah. When she was born, your grandmother actually knitted a sweater for her. And she must have been 100 years old when she did it.
Yes, she was.
It was amazing.
I remember she did that. Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my friends, a lot of our family, they all have something knitted from her. She used to knit me scarves to give to my colleagues for Christmas, or holidays. So yeah, she's amazing. She's an amazing human being.
Are you guys doing anything for the 110th birthday? Is there a big bash?
So we're going to have to play it by ear, but I'm sure we will absolutely celebrate and do something. Yes.
Yeah. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really incredible that 110, my husband and I will be in her presence and my husband will be like, check out her ear. Her ear's 100 years old, 110 years old, you know? So
yeah.
Her nose is 110 years old. Like, he'll say stuff like that. Cracks me up. But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, God bless her. Hopefully she makes it to 120. She might the way she's going, right?
I mean,
I think your dad thinks that she might.
She's got a strong heart, that's for sure. So
yeah.
She just had a checkup. So yeah, she's great.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we're also, you know, we're coming up towards the end of the year here. Are you looking forward to 2022? You got any New Year's resolutions?
I'm looking forward to summer of 2022. I'm not a big fan of the cold in the winter, but and resolutions, just be happy, work hard, have fun, diet, of course.
Yeah. I just got an email from one of the, it wasn't directly from this person, but they made it seem like it. My wife and I, we have the Peloton bike and she does it every single day.
Wow.
I just got an email from one of the trainers saying, we miss seeing you on the leaderboard. So yeah,
God, my gosh.
Yeah, I gotta get back. You know, January 1st, I think I'll be, maybe January 2nd or 3rd, I'll be back on the Peloton for about a week, and then I'll find an excuse to not do it anymore.
That's great.
Um,
Did you get it at the beginning of the pandemic? Like
we
everybody
actually
else?
we actually got it right before the pandemic started, so it turned out to be, kind of lucky.
Perfect.
We got it in like January of, what was it, 2020, whenever, I think that's when it was, because I think I was turning 40. So we, thought, I'm having a midlife crisis. Let's get exercise equipment. Let's do all this stuff. But yeah, right before everything shut down, we got it. And so we had that. And
Great.
my wife is crazy with it. She does it every single day.
Well, it's very addicting. I see what my girlfriends all have it. They're addicted. So
Yeah.
that's a great thing to be addicted to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this was great. I mean, this went really quick. I want to just leave you with one last question. Is there anything people should know about Gina Bennicasa that they don't know already?
I'm a really good dancer and I'm always on time. What do they know?
That's a good answer. I didn't know you were a good dancer. I know you're always on time.
My feet stay still, but I could shimmy.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm an open book.
That's a tough question. I don't know why I end with that. Everybody's like, why do you have to end with this stupid question? But this was great. I really appreciate the time. I think people enjoy catching up with you, and thanks for letting people know about the upcoming Nexus Awards and a little bit about yourself. And happy holidays. Hope to see you soon, and send my best to your family, and we'll catch up later.
Well, I'm flattered you asked me. Happy and healthy holidays to you and your women. And yeah, this was great. And I think you should be the next Jimmy Fallon.
Ah, geez. Now I can barely spit one of these things out every month. So I don't know how they do it every day.
I think you're doing a great job. It's a lot of fun. I watch them every month.
Oh, thank you. I get good guests. That's the key. People that are interesting to talk to.
Good.
All right. Well, happy holidays. I'll see you soon.
Too, John. Thank you. Take care.
Well, that's our episode. Happy holidays to everyone, and have a great new year. Bye.